I've already filmed this 3 times, and I've hated every single time that I've expressed myself. Why? Because talking about coming out sucks. So normally, when someone makes a coming out video, you would think that the most important thing is the coming out. For me, the coming out is secondary. When you hear of a coming out story, there's some sort of scene, maybe at dinner, maybe sitting your parents down and explaining to them, Mom, Dad, this is who I am. Mine was not like that. I sent them an email. I know, it's not the most formal way of doing it, but in my circumstances, I thought it was the best way to do it. And believe me, I thought about it for a long time. It's getting really hot in here. For my parents, when I sent them my email, it was out of the blue. My mom was aware that something had been going on for maybe 6 or 7 months prior, but it was a definite shock what I did and why I did it. I wasn't only coming out as gay, I was also declaring to my parents that I had decided to leave the Catholic priesthood. I was a priest, if you didn't know. And also that I no longer believed in God. I just slipped in there also, I'm gay, to give the full picture of the situation. So you can imagine how complicated it was. I wanted to send them an email because I know how it is when you are face to face with somebody or even on the phone. You're forced, in a sense, to make some sort of reaction. Maybe a gasp or crying or laughter or something. I understood that receiving this email was going to crush my parents so much, especially my mom. I knew that this was just going to be overwhelming. Luckily, we were able to talk that day because I think I sent the email. I said, think about it, and then she called me right away. But I just wanted to give some context before actually reading to you the email that I sent to my mom. Ready? Dearest mother, so here's the long and short of the situation. I'm afraid that you will freak out more because of it, but at least you will understand what I'm thinking. I spent this period in the beginning really trying to cope with things. I was doing all my duties and trying to put things in God's hands. But in the past few months, I have literally stopped everything. I have lost my faith in the superiors, the SSPX, and my faith in general is shaken. The main reasons for all of these problems was that I had acted upon my homosexual tendencies. I freaked out, asked for help, and didn't receive a clear resolution. I tried to continue, but realized that it was impossible to do it any longer. I have tried and tried my whole life, even in the seminary, when I had acted upon this tendency to control it, but I cannot let it go. Since then, I have accepted this part of me, not as everything that I am as a person, but as part of me that will not go away. I am gay. I really don't know what else to say. It is impossible for me to continue as a priest, and honestly, I don't want to. I tried, but I was living more as a hypocrite than I ever have before in my life. I know that this is going to be really difficult to understand. You will think that I am completely off my rocker, but I've seriously thought about it a lot. It is not something that a transfer or a few visits to a psychologist or medicine will change. I love you and will listen to your words as a treasure because you are my mother and the best person in my life. Do you have to eat right now, Aslan? You've always been there and given me all of yourself. That is why I am trying to be completely honest with you. I promise you that we will talk, but can you just digest all of this and think about it? Talk about it with whoever you want. Once things are calmed down, we will talk. I love you always, Fran. I didn't tell them for 7-8 months because I was a priest. I was on a different level. I was supposed to be their priest as well, not just their son. And if I had a problem, going to them might damage their belief. I had to remain within the family that I had joined, the other priests, the congregation. That's where I sought my help. And here I was, sending an email to my poor mom after everything had already happened, after I had been through all of my own personal process, that I had made my decision. And I can only imagine what that was like for her. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.